Hey everybody, what is up? Welcome back to Auto Legends. I know, I haven't made a video on this in a very long time. I wanted to make a video today to kind of potentially clear up any confusion with downloading Auto Legends for Mac or PC. The update is out that we've been working on for over 2 months, and unfortunately it's not yet available on Epic Game Store, and we have had to add some geolocation blocks through like Steam and even our website. But largely, if you're in North America, you'll be able to download the game directly from the website, or you'll be able to get an invite via Steam. So I want to go over how to download the game on Windows. I can't show you on Mac because I'm not a Mac user and I get very lost, even though I know it's very easy to install an application. But if you want to download the game from the Epic Game Store, or from, oh my gosh, I'm so used to that, from the website, you just simply open our website at autolegends.com, and you'll see we have a temporary website set up. And all you have to do is either top right, there's download PC or download Mac, whichever system you're playing on. And then also over here, if you want to open up the game on Steam, you can also search it up on Steam and add it to your wish list, and then basically request access to have it added to your library for the current playtest. This is probably one of the more popular ways that's going to be used. I personally just prefer direct downloads, but yeah, you can use this. So anyway, you just click the button. So it's either download for PC or download for Mac or go to Steam. Once you have the game downloaded, you'll see it downloads as a zip file. It's probably slightly different on Mac. I'm not sure. I also use 7-zip on my computer. So if you're familiar with 7-zip, you basically open it up, highlight everything, and you can drag and drop it out to whatever folder you want to put the game in. Or if you use the regular Windows Explorer, it's kind of the same thing. You can click extract all, and then it will extract it to wherever you want to extract it. You can just click browse and you can extract it to wherever you want it. With 7-zip, I can just do extract here. And this is going to extract all the game files. You need to have all the files that are in the zip file, except maybe this one, because every single file is needed in some form to play the game. So like the Unity player.dll is needed because that actually plays the files. You need the executable so you can actually play the game. You need the data folder because that's where all the game data is as far as like 3D models and things of that nature. So I'm going to cancel this because I don't need to actually run it. Close that. And now we're going to open up the game and act like a first-time player. So again, oh, that's not right. So let's open up the game. Get started as a new player. That was a terrible transition. I'm sorry. I think so many years on YouTube I would know what I'm doing. But you get loaded into your first race, and we're going to go through the tutorial together, because I think that's a really good idea to do. Ooh, my sound doesn't come through my microphone. That's good. So we're going to kind of speed run through the Fatui, as it's called. First time user experience is what that stands for. But basically this is the tutorial to kind of teach you how to play. So we're going to go through this as if we're a newbie. Here we go. Like I said, we're going to speed run this because it's fun that way for me. Let's see how quickly we can finish this. Your first race with the RX-7. This RX-7 is so much fun. I want to figure out a way to get it into player hands because it's not a normal RX-7. It's engine swapped. It's a fun little naturally aspirated engine. So, get a level up. We're going to click on through, and now we're going to really start the tutorial process where you get your first car and kind of just do what you want to do. Obviously pick whichever one is your favorite. I like going with the 3000 GT, but you can do Probe or you can do the Honda Civic. Eventually, I'm not going to say with what, but the 3000 GT might get replaced. So we're going to go in, we're going to deliver it to my garage, and there's a cool little animation that plays now for car deliveries. Hide my cursor. If I do that, OBS, cursor capture. Let's disable that. But yeah, you get this really cool animation now of the car being delivered to your garage, which I think is really cool. And then it just has to run through some loading and stuff like that, so it might take a second. Now you can add your name. X tutorial. Alright. Can't do TechX tutorial, it's too long. That's okay. So we level up, level 3, and now we can move on to the next step of the tutorial. So we're going to go race with our car for the first time. Tells us where to click. We go click the campaign button, and we need to race Bronco. So Bronco has a nice little Subaru that we need to basically beat in a race here. Ton of fun. Rev up. The green areas for launching and shifting are far more accurate and better than they used to be. I think there are still ways to be a slight bit faster if you figure out your own launch zones and your own shift points in every single car, especially once you get to the point that you're a higher level and you are editing your gear ratios and stuff like that. There's probably faster ways, but we'll get there when we get there. So, level up. And now we go get our first car part. So, we need to go to Speed Lab. Which you go to the main map, you go to Speed Lab. Speed Lab is fun. Continue, continue, performance part. And then you want to select one of these 3 cold air intakes. You only get 1 click, so make it count. I'm going to go with the Rotona. I think that's the best one if I remember correctly. Of those 3. We're done with that. So now we go race with our cold air intake installed and see the difference, hopefully. I think it only adds a couple horsepower, so realistically you might not notice a huge difference. But it's still a very good lesson to learn of, you know, just how the part shop and things like that work. And I'll eventually have a new deep dive video going over the whole new Speed Lab thing because it's all changed. But it's very cool. I love it. I'm happy with a lot of the changes. Obviously, there's some quality of life enhancements that everybody can make, but make sure you leave any of your suggestions or bugs you may run into on the Discord in the proper sections, and we'll go from there. We will also have a community survey, I think, at the end of the week or early next week. Kind of get feedback on what you guys think of the update, and then go from there. Now we're going to go back to campaign, and we can get our nitrous installed, which is sick. Now we're level 6. Go in and do our stuff. Alright, we get it. Continue, continue. If you had an old account, you can restore it at this point. You can click log in, put your email in. It'll email you a code to restore your old account. Or you can save your account by creating an account and doing the same thing. You put your email in, it sends you an email. You put the code in, your account is linked to your email. I'm going to skip it because this is a throwaway account, but we're going to go do the nitrous thing. So, as you can see here, you're going to definitely want to select the third nitrous. It is a 50 shot. These other 2 are 25s. Just a little tip. Go. So we level up. Next, we have to race Jen. Basically to learn how to use our nitrous. It's a very nice Eclipse. Oh. Gonna run our 3000 GT here. All we have to do is basically get to 3rd gear, and that's when you can use nitrous. It'll tell you D for NOS. Or you can also use the right arrow. The arrow keys on the keyboard work as well. That race is over. We kind of stomped on it, didn't we? Poor Jen just getting the crap beaten out of her, and it's probably not a good way to word it. So we're up to level 8, I believe. Yep. Continue, and we do the next step. You basically go back to campaigns. You can go to Daniels. You don't need to do a Daniels race or win it, but it at least tells you, hey, this is where Daniels is. Next, you go to your daily goals. You go to continue, and you basically need to do an instant race. Now, the point of this instant race is 2 things. One, you need to go 13.999 or faster, I believe. And then the second part is, I think you have to win the race. I think. Yeah, you can see some people in the meetup. That's cool. We're going to go up against this nice little Integra GSR here. We will probably win. I'm not 100% sure. You can lose this race and still pass this part of the tutorial. After this, you're basically done with the tutorial, and you can start playing like a normal player and go do challenges, go do Daniels, go race live on 6th Street, build your car. I might have fouled. That's hilarious. If you initially lose this race or don't go sub 14.0, so like I just did a 13.9, I think. Oh, I fouled. Interesting. Whoops. And I didn't even go fast enough anyway. So it tells you now to go to Speed Lab because you need to make your car faster. So all you really need to do with the 3000 GT is add like 1 part. I recommend doing something like a turbo or a supercharger. They give you the most gain. Superchargers probably give you the best bang for the buck. Or turbos do. I don't remember the prices on these. Or you can just do an ECU. Do this one. And I'll also throw on something like... Do I have a bigger nitrous bottle? I do not. We can do... Cams do quite a bit. If you click the stats box here, and I'll make a better video about Speed Lab in the future, you can actually see what the car parts actually do. But we're going to go back, we're going to go 6th Street, and we're going to complete our tutorial. Because that should make us fast enough, which is cool. So we hit try again, race now, and once a NPC is available, ooh, that's unfair. Once an NPC is available, we can race. So you will notice... you will notice potentially that you lose this race. That is fine as long as you go 13.999 or faster for your quarter mile. Not your full package time, just the quarter mile. I basically waited until that light was this time. I realized my mistake last time. That's pretty funny. Oh, that RX-7's coming. It's rubber banding a little bit. Jesus. Alright. Gotta love the rubber banding, but that's okay. It happens. And now we finish the tutorial. So, that's pretty much it. You can go claim your new car. Claim your completion of the tutorial. It puts you at, I believe, level 10. So level 9 first for completing it. Instant races are unlocked. Oh, yeah. And now you can get your nice little Eclipse. Click this, it delivers the Eclipse to your garage, and I believe you level up to level 10 because of it. There we go. That simple. And the Eclipse gets delivered to your garage. Then you basically have this thing to build, or you can build your starter car, whichever one you prefer. I really like this Eclipse. This is a really cool looking car. Definitely a good looking car. But now that you're into the game, basically get a bunch of stuff. 6th Street is unlocked. Hangars and Pomona are locked. This is until I believe level 20. This is, I think, 30 or 40. I'm not sure. But you have Fast Eddies, you have 6th Street, you have Speed Lab for your car parts, Daniel's races, and then the class challenges. And these things are basically like a single player campaign that you can kind of go through and just complete the mini tasks. So some of them are like, race me at 6th Street. Some of them are go install a part. Some of them are just run the dyno. Others are like, hey, beat 3 NPC racers. Some of them are go race a head-to-head against another player online. So I'm going to do a whole deep dive on these alone, and we'll go from there. So I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.